Happy Thursday. Welcome to JTV Extra. I'm Sandra Younger, and on this show, we work with stringing materials. I invented a cord knotting and design tool called the Knotty-Do-It-All, and that's what we do. We braid, macrame, we knot, we combine techniques. And today, I'm going to show you, this is going to be more kind of like a production show. I did my 16 bead challenge, so I'm going to show you everything that I made with my 16 strands of beads. But there was one thing that I do want to talk about, which was like the macrame, which so that way, you know, with the holidays coming, you can make them faster, more efficient. And the really cool thing about the 16 that set, you know, I did the math, $1 a bracelet, and then no more than 10 minutes to make it. I mean, not even when I was in 5th grade. I mean, there was like a $5 limit for like the gifts that you can give for the gift exchange, but $1, guys, I will not tell anybody my secret. Your secret's safe with me, but just think about it. You could make 3 of them and it cost you $3. It's insane. Anyway, here are the products on today's show, and then we'll get to the, I'll show you all the exciting things that I made with my 16 strands of beads. Okay, so our first item is this really cool multi-stone round 6mm bead set. 16 strands, guys. That is such a bargain. So $54.99, and it comes out to just $3.44 a strand, and they're so pretty. I had a really good time working with these. I enjoyed it, and I think this is a fantastic deal because, I mean, if you make like one a macrame bracelet, I think you can get 3 macrame bracelets out of 1 strand, so that's $1 and some change per bracelet. I mean, that's incredible. And then the next item is this rainbow calsilica round. These are really interesting. I love, what's that yellow and black is so pretty. But check these out. I've never seen anything like quite like these. It's got like this really cool and interesting like pattern. And the it comes in with a 6mm and an 8mm. Let me just grab a couple more here. These are the 8s. Look at that. And then here you have like the 6s. Ooh, look at the blue one. They're so pretty. They look groovy, you know. But look at that. They're so cool. They kind of remind me of planets or something. I don't know, but I think they're really, really cool. So, you know, if groovy's your thing, then grab these. And like I said, $5.70 a strand, 10 strand set. And let's see what we have here next. Oh, these are a gold and silver tone square bead frame, and these are interesting because they do have a like a diagonal like hole going through them. Let me show you real quick. Like so you can, it's kind of like a bead frame, so you can actually like if you're gonna do like any kind of wire, or actually I could have used stringing material, but I didn't because I did something else with these. But you can put like beading wire through these. And what I did was, let me grab a bracelet here so I can show you, which is another option, which I thought looked really cool. So what I did, and the reason it worked out so well because there's kind of like a notch in there, like, see how it kind of it has that like notch, so it's perfect. So if you want to do like something like this, like a braided or even a macrame, it'll just cover it right up, and no one's ever going to know that there are holes in there because the other sides are like solid. So you can use this, and these came out really cute. I made like 4 or 5 of them, but look how cute that is. It's so adorable. And I did like just a bunch of different colors. So that's like the bead frame. Check it out, so cute. It's got the little bumps. And this set comes with, let's see, how many do you get? You get 100. They're 13mm square. And these are $34.99. So really, really cute. And then the here's a close-up of them. You get the silver and the like the gold, like an antique gold. You know, it's funny because I just like a couple of weeks earlier, I was wishing I had some square like findings, and then boom, here they come in a box. My lucky day. And then next we have these multi stone rainbow cabochons, but they're actually like beads because cabochons technically don't have holes. But they're, you know, I feel embarrassed. Um, because I tried doing like macrame around these and it came out so ugly. But I'm doing something wrong. I'm trying to work on it because I used to be able to do it before, but I for some reason I forgot my skill. I should have saved it so I could like share my embarrassment with you. But you know, these are perfect. I don't know those of you that are familiar with the stones that are like macrame all the way around. And these are nice because they're just they're not so thick, and so if you want to like practice that kind of macrame, and the only thing I do know that if well, next time I if when I next time I try it, you know, you just need to make a like a little like macrame frame that's 4 inches long because this is it came out at it's hard to believe, right? That it's 4 inches around. I mean, that's unbelievable. It looks like it would be less, but trust me, it's 4 inches because I measured it. But they're really cute. They're very colorful. Really cute, you know, beads. And this one I put on a you know, the this little thing here where I did like a little wire wrap on the bottom. It's just like super like nice and like, you know, I don't know, big. So that's what these are like all about. Really cute. Um, Let me see what we have next. Oh, we have our board. Oh, how can I miss that? So boom. Um, If you're not familiar, this is the Naughty Do It All. Do it all. And when I say you can do it all, I mean, and then some. I've got customers that they cover theirs with plastic and they use the pegs to like spray paint like parts. I have some people that use it as a table. Someone, I don't know what, they put it in their freezer. Oh, because they had a small refrigerator and they needed to freeze something. And they said the board was like perfect. But hey, you know, but what this is, you know, it's for making jewelry or anything with like any kind of stringy material. And the nice thing is it keeps the measure, tension. And when I say measure, I mean like from beginning to end. Like let's say like right now, this I have this set up for a macrame bracelet where I know that I need a 2 inch tail, you know, rather than having to like guess. So right here, I've got the end of the bracelet. I've got a peg at 2 inches, and that boom, I'll just start macrameing right there till I get to. I'll make this 6, so it'll go up to the 8 inches because that will give me my 6 inch segment. And I mean, so when you're working, it's not like you have to stop and like think, like, oh my goodness, um, like, like how do I do this? Or it's just so much faster and easier. And it's got like these wells. One thing I don't think I've ever mentioned, I mean, I specifically had these made so that they're like at a 90-degree angle. And the reason is because I remember one day I was trying to like work on a pattern, like, you know, like I had like these little beads and you know, the it was just um on one of my boards, you know, I just got like I just had to figure out a solution. So on one of my older boards, the older style, I drilled a well like this, and it makes it so easy. So you could just come in here and just like, you know, you just need that one bead. So it just see how you just like come in on the like the side. You just like come in and grab it, and it just like holds it. And you just scoot it on. I don't think I've ever mentioned but that's specifically why they are made the way they are because you know, I've seen some like beading boards, and not so much this one that where they're like a curve, but this one's actually boom boom. And trust me, it makes a huge difference, especially when you're doing like patterns. And it does have a bead and ring size chart. The rulers are in both inches and centimeters, and there are just like so many things. And you know, the board's 19 and a half inches or 19, I don't know, one of the two. And just the other day, I'm like, what if I want something that's 20 inches? So this is like the magic like holes, like, and this I'll get into like why I wanted 20 inches. Well, actually wanted 40, but I'll talk about that in a bit because there's a reason. And it's more of a like a production tip. We also have our, let me grab the little one, the baby board. Look at that. So if you're traveling or you have a smaller space, or you know your big board is like fully loaded, you got a project going on, and you know you need to work on something smaller, than the little board is, you know, fantastic. Both boards are even better. um they each come with an instructional DVD and an ebook with the basic lessons. Okay, the DVD, doesn't have nowhere near as much information as I have on my website. You can check out Naughty Lessons. You do get a password for those. You can um, email me at any time with any kind of questions, and I answer. And also, the check the all my past JTV extra shows, because there's a wealth of information on there, because I get beads from JTV that are it's always a surprise. I mean, the nice thing is that they're because you know how we all have our like little like routines and habits. So I get like beads that I normally wouldn't work with, and it's challenging, and I love it, and it just like forces me to you know try beads in different ways. So, and you get the hardware kit, and see all this like pops off, so you can, like, if you want to move this. This board, oh my gosh, tiered. I mean, and I teach so many things, guys. Knotting, macrame, whatever, I don't know what I call this, but it's just so cool. And everything is honestly so easy. I make it easy, easy, easy. So that is what the board is all about. And then the last item we have is, let's see what we got here. The multi-cord, a 2mm wax cord. Okay, a few of you have asked me, like, they see I ordered this, but there's no wax on it. But you know, um, why it's called waxed, I don't know. But those of you, you're absolutely right. It does not have wax. I just want to put that out there. It is a synthetic. You can melt it. It's great for I mean, it's big. I mean, you can use it for like a chunky bracelet, necklaces. This would probably make a really good moose knot. But yeah, just for the record, it doesn't have wax. I don't know. I don't know why it's called wax. What is it called? Maybe because it's shiny. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. But it is a fantastic cord, and it's one that I use quite often. So, and it comes in let me see how many colors you get. 7 colors, and each spool has 10 meters. So so that's a lot of cord you get there. So that's everything on today's show. So if anything, I mean, I don't want to play favorites here, but that 16 set of beads is like my big favorite. The board, those cabochons. I mean, I really liked everything on today's show. But anyway, those are the products on today's show. Yes, my microphone fell off. My microphone's always falling off, guys. So my audio should improve once again. Because this little clip is, I'll tell you why. There's a reason why my microphone falls off. It's because I'm hardwired here. I'm not wireless. And sometimes, like, if I like leave, I don't want to like drag everything with me. So I have this microphone that it just like the clip just falls off for any reason. So hopefully it'll stay on for the rest of the show. The our project. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. The on my Instagram, when I put my post, someone says, "Oh, I'm glad you're going to talk about the different stringy materials and why you chose what you chose, because I have a hard time." Okay. First, let me talk about these two here. This one is, let me clear the way here. So on these guys, with these beads, I knotted, and on this one, I used the griffin. You're familiar with the griffin that comes with a little built-in needle. This is the size 14, and I love it. It came out nice. It's got a nice texture, beautiful drape. But on this one, I knew that I would be putting a clasp and a chain on it. If I were to have made this same necklace exactly the same, but I wanted a sliding knot, I would switch over to the Hawaiian twist cord. And the reason is because this one it's whoa, do you see that bead go? Where'd it go? It fell. It is it's got to have a tighter, more dense twist to it. So you can put a macrame slide knot on it without messing up the thread, because I've tried putting a macrame slide knots on griffin, and the cords like start to separate. So so that would be like the consideration. If you, and another thing that's also really important is like simple necklaces like this, like the bracelets. I tend to be a little careless, like and just just today I made a bracelet, and the first thing I did is like run downstairs and I start washing dishes and it gets all wet. But I didn't have to worry about it because it was made with the Hawaiian twist, which is very, very waterproof. However, if I was using like this one, like either in silk or even the nylon, I would definitely be more careful. So once again, if you're going to put a slide knot on it, if you're going to do any kind of like knotting, then with the slide knot, use the Hawaiian twist. Otherwise, any of the griffin cords will work just fine. So that is that. Okay, so let me move on to these guys here. This set of beads, I don't know what they're called, but when I first worked with them, I had a really hard time because I'm like, oh, what colors can I combine with them? Because they're darkish, they're brownish, and I wanted something with an organic feel. So the two things I did was, number one, I used a waxed Irish linen, braided, and then I paired it with the blue apatite, and it came out perfect. The color combination is like everything I wanted. I've got the brass pendant on here. This one is, how did I do that one? Was this two sides or one? Yeah, let me get my glasses here because I can't even tell how I did that one. Huh. Guess I did such a good job trimming. You can't even see the ends. But I really like the way it turned out. And this one is a waxed Irish linen, and then I did a toggle, because you cannot, there's no way you could put a slide knot on a waxed Irish linen because it's one of the more delicate cords and it'll just get destroyed. So clasp and chain or a toggle. And so this is kind of sort of my cute little matching set. And let's see what we have next. Ooh, this one was really, this one's cute. This one is crocheted. I did the whole entire strand. How did I do that? It was kind of, I can't even tell. I don't even know what. I think I used like upholstery thread because I wanted something like really strong. And so I used like a size 69 upholstery thread. And so this came out, actually, I think I had some left over. So this is 52 inches long, guys. Imagine 52 inches. So this thing can really like wrap. And what I did, this has 1, 2, 3, it has like 5 little seed beads in between each of them, and then the bead. And there's just like literally just like one macrame in between each. I didn't do anything fancy. So I just macrame, and it looks really pretty. So the gray beads can be paired up with like some silver seed beads, and it makes a really awesome bracelet as well. I mean, a super duper wrap bracelet. Check it out. Just keep going. So look at that. I could actually like wrap it one more time. Look how pretty that is. And I don't know which of these I don't know what these are. Obsidian maybe. Oh no, the obsidian is the super dark ones. So this is an idea. So when you get your set of 16 strands, you'll know what to do with them. Okay, and then with the rose quartz, since they're lighter colored, I wanted a little more contrast. And so on this one, what did I do here? This is crocheted. So I paired them up with some like a crew colored bead, and this one has like just a simple, a little like button. It's actually a bead, but you can with the bead crochet, one nice thing about it, it's very forgiving, so you can just put a bead as the button. And then I put this pretty, oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Ooh, look at that thing. Oh. And then I made another one basically with the same technique, same beads, just like a different colored thread. This is Eslon 18, and then I just put like a pendant on there. Let's see what else we have. Oh, then I got experimental. This is some kind of yarn. It's like a twiny yarn. This one I still have to put a pendant on, but I do like the way it turned out. And on this one, okay, so of course you can't put a slide knot on twine. So I did one of those things where you know, I put the rings on and then I switched my stringing material to a synthetic, which is the faux leather. So that way I could put the sliding a knot. And then this one came out really, really pretty. Let me take this off. And so this one's got like some rutilated quartz, and then I paired it with these turquoise beads. And this one is actually like a set. Because rather than, I could have made like a tiered, like a tiered necklace, but you know what? I wanted a little more flexibility because I thought this one just by itself looked really cool. Let me see if I could zoom out here. So I thought this one looked really nice just by itself. So I, you know, wanted the option to wear it either together or like separate. So that was what I did with the black beads. I paired it with like a beige color, and then I put some little like the turquoise colored beads in there. And I was really happy with the way it turned out. It came out really, really nice. And then let's see what else we have. Oh my God, all the bracelets. I made tons of bracelets. Lots of macrame, some with this rainbow strand. I decided to go extra rainbow, and I did like a ladder bracelet here. And I did a ladder bracelet with these amethyst. Then honestly, okay, I'm going to talk about that in a second. And then these macrame, and I look at this one. So this is interesting. So I made a regular macrame bracelet, and then on this one I just changed up the pattern. So if you make like one bracelet, and and the neat thing is it's going to be exactly the same. You just change the you know, the pattern. So this one has these guys in the middle, and these the rutilated quartz are off to the side. So you can like put these guys on. Oh my God, I'm just gonna put them all on. Oh, look at that, how pretty. Ooh, and this bracelet, Nana from Scotland sent it to me, so it just like looks so good with everything. Check it out. Oh, thank you so much, Nana. Look at that. And let's see what else. Oh, so I did lots of macrame, and that's what I was. This show is going to be about, because I'm gonna do like, this is gonna be production mode. Oh, and with these guys, I mean, these are these little things on the show. I did make a bunch of these cute little braided, super quick, easy, and I experimented, and I used like bamboo. So really cute, like little stacker bracelets. So let me move these aside, and then I'm going to talk about the super duper production tips. When I make my macrame slide knots, oh, let me see, what is this? Let me zoom out. Okay. I cut 16 inches of cord. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to like do it. Just in the way I do it, that makes it really fast is let me get this off of here. Let me scoop this over. So I put a peg, no, I'll actually just a clip, no, peg here, go to the 16 right there. And I just take my spool, or if you have like a 5-yard like a piece. Let me get this color. Let me just get a big spool so I could be a little more dramatic here. So what I do is I just, oh, is there something stuck in there? I know that I got a bead stuck in one of these holes. Is it in there? I don't know. But if you get a bead stuck in, just get a rubber mallet and kind of like tap the back, and then it'll come right out. So that happens to me once in a while. So what I do, see how this is just straight 16. So I just wrap like a bunch of times. Just actually, you can to make it even like a little more pleasant, you can take a peg, put it here, put this here, and then just keep going. So when if I know that I need to make a bunch of bracelets, I just cut a whole bunch of them, 16 inches, just wrap them, as many as you, until you get bored. That's what I do. Like, there's no fixed number. I just make them until I, kind of get bored, and then I say, okay, that's enough. And one thing that I do, let me just cut this, and then I'll come in and I'll cut here, and I'll cut this side. Let me get some better scissors, because this is not going to do the job. So I cut here, and then I cut the other end. Let me get this off of here. And if you guys are saying, oh, what is that? I was working on the floor and I accidentally like kicked it. I was afraid to like bend it back because I thought it would break. So there, I've got my 16 like inch strands just ready to go. And one thing I do like to do, there's very handy. I should get some smaller ones because I think these big ones are kind of like a waste. But I do like to put a zip tie. Just get some of those itty bitty ones. I zip them, and boom, they're ready to go. They're not going to spill out anywhere. So I have these, and this is the size I'm going to be using today. So let me put these aside. And the other thing that I do, and I'll show you when I'm making the macrame bracelets, and I know that I'm going to make a bunch of them, is when I macrame, it's 40 inches. You need 40 inches for to do 6 inches. So if you're going to do just a simple macrame, like I'm going to show you like here, 40 inches is the magic number. It'll work every single time. So what I do is I pre-cut those as well. And but I don't cut both ends. So on your board from the 0 all the way to that very first like hole right there, right where it says TM, just put a peg there, and then you wrap just the same way. And then when you come back to cut it, you just take these guys off and just cut one end, just right there. I'm going to cut it, and boom. And then you'll see that you'll have these are 40 inches each. So let me measure so I can show, oh, let's see, 10, 20, 30, and 40 right there. So you get your 40 inches. And so the nice thing is, since you already have these pre-cut, the other thing you want to do, especially when you're in production mode, is, let me show you. Okay, since I already know that the beads are 6 millimeter, and you need 17 beads per bracelet. And I'll show you on this one here what the situation with this one was. So what I do is I'll string. You can string on as many as like I said, until you get bored or you just can't handle it anymore. But sometimes I put like 10, and then what I do is I come in here and I like tighten the hang on, that one didn't turn out too good. You want to get it as tight as possible. So I think a knotting awl would be better in this situation. So let me undo this one, and we're going to get that nice and tight. Okay. Wait, what is that thing not wanting to come out? Okay, so let me get a knotting awl. Where is it? Okay, right there. Let's get that in there because you want to get it nice and super duper tight. Right there. Perfect. Just like that. And so what I do is, like, I'll put this here, and this is going to be the end, the little dangle end of the bracelet. So right here, I want 2-inch tails. So my formula for it has the total length is 6 inches. So 6 inches will be the beaded part. Then 2 and 2, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I clip this here. Let's clip. Let me get another clip. And then right there is where I am going to start my macrame. I'm gonna try the red cord. I mean, I wanted to do black with this one, but since it's already cut, why not? So you come over here, you find the center. And one thing that I've been doing a lot lately, because, especially with my 16 bead challenge, sometimes when you're placing your cord, you don't want the ends to be like, offset too much. So what I do just to help me just do it faster, I just get this under here, clip this here, and then I just take a clip and just clip the cord to the the main cord, just like this, just for a second. It's only going to be for like, just so you could get this top knot on there. That way your ends, see that? So they're not like so dramatically like off set. So they're like even on the ends. So we're going to come in here and tighten that down really, really tight. And then that would be considered a top knot. And then I'm going to do a bottom, top and bottom. And the oh, just so you know, the this what are these called? The rainbow calsilica. The holes are bigger than the multi-stone 16 strand. So I did use a thicker a faux leather for these beads. And what I would do is use the thickest that you can get through the bead. That's a really good rule of thumb. So I'm just gonna, oh, that looks pretty, oh my God, that looks so cute. So I'm just gonna do my tops and bottoms, top and bottom. And I did one case where I did a double the macrames in between. So if you are going to like, and that comes in handy, it'll come in handy for this the second bracelet that I'm going to make, because if you, let's say you're just a few beads short and you really want to make the bracelet, one thing that you can do is like increase the number of macrames that are in between. So and then when you do the first one, I just kind of do it just like snug, but then the second one, I do it really tight. Snug and tight. Because if you do that first one too tight, then it could like wrap around the bead, and you know, you don't want that. And let me move some of these down. And I know that I've done the macrame before, but you know, we do have a lot of new customers, so I just want to like just show them. And plus, the production tips are really, really cool. I mean, that way, I mean, you could just work so much faster. And when I have everything pre-cut, oh, it makes my life so much more pleasant. It's just, I cannot stress enough how important it is to have like everything like just ready to go. And what I do, like for the wax jewelry cord, I have like pre-cuts in like every like color. And you know, like I showed earlier, I just store them on the little zip tie and just hang them up on my wall here. See how fast this is? I mean, this has taken, I mean, I'm not kidding. It takes less than 10 minutes. I timed myself. I mean, going fast. I mean, once you get fast, you get fast. It took me 7 minutes and 45 seconds to make the entire bracelet. So, so if you could just remember that it's, oh, and one really, this is really important, guys. This happened to me where I was making the bracelet and I forgot my other two beads. So make sure that, you know, when you look at this is like going to be the end of this bracelet, the beginning of the next, just make sure you get all your beads in there, because I did forget. And one of my bracelets came out like short. And I experimented with different materials, and I'll show you what I did with the purple amethyst color. Okay, so see right there, perfect. It's right at 8. Woohoo! Okay, so top and bottom. So when I get to the end, I do 4. Top, bottom, top, bottom. So that way it matches this and where I did 4. Okay, looking good. And there we go. And then I come over here. I cut, and then I take a lighter or a thread. I mean, this is like a thicker thread, so I'm going to use a lighter. And if you use the lighter, just, you know, be careful. Don't, you know, if you have small children around. Okay, so now I'm going to measure like 2 inches like from here to here. Let's see, right there, 1 and 2. I'm going to clip it right there. And then I'm going to, you know how I like to do my backward knotting? I like to do it like backward style. So I am going to put this here. And once you get started, you get your rhythm going. And it's just, boom, super fast. And then I like to take this set of beads and just like really like crank it down, really nice and tight. Boom, boom, put it back on. And then I flip it over again. Bring it back. Use these guys to tighten, 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 tighten. And then I make another knot, and that's going to be the beginning of my next bracelet. So just anywhere, if you're trying to save cord, just to do it as close as possible. So that way, you know, you don't waste, you know, any more cord than you need to. So I'll come in here, I'll cut. That one's done. And then I will start on the next one. So I'll put this here. See how just fast it is? So if you do the math, let's say you get really proficient, and let's see, if you 60, like so you take your 60 inches and you divide it by like 8. That's how many bracelets you can make in an hour. So you don't even need to go Christmas shopping, guys. Just buy the beads, get some cord, and the time that you spend waiting in traffic or in in line, or like, just stay home and make bracelets. So on this one's a little bit different because I was short on beads, and I thought the 2 things I'm going to do, I put a bail in there, which like takes up space, and I'm going to double macrame in between. So let's see how this goes. Let's see if my my formula is correct. So I'm going to come in here and do the same thing. So let's check it out. So those are just a couple of things that you can do. Let me just clip this. So, I mean, if you're good at holding it, which I'm not, let me just try it, because sometimes you could do it that way. But I think that's good. Let me see. Let me measure the ends. Let me make sure it's not so. Oh, that's good. Okay. So if you're good at holding it, then you know, that works. So now that I've got that first knot, I could take this off. Let's crank that down. Let's tighten this really, really tight. This one has to be really tight so the bracelet doesn't slip. So there's a top, bottom, top, bottom. Let's see how this one turns out. Oh, I'm very curious. Okay. And when I make any kind of jewelry, I'm just like, I have to do it fast because time is money. And you know, I was really surprised, you know, the braided necklace that I showed you earlier with the Buddha, it only took me 18 minutes to make. I mean, think about it. I mean, okay, I'm doing double macrames in between now. So there's top, bottom, and top, bottom. These are great, like, oh, now I lost count. Oh, yeah, okay, no, I think that's it. Okay, I don't know. I'll just try to resume. So these are really cute stocking stuffers. Also, the board is a fantastic gift. I mean, if you have somebody or like a teenager or anyone that's like looking for a hobby, because you know we all like crafty hobby type things. This has got to be hands down the most fun because of all the different things that you can make. I mean, multi-strand, so those are really cool too. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're getting there. And I'm going to show you what to do when you get to the bail, because you're going to have to feed these cords through the bail. So this one should take me no time at all. Let's see, top, bottom, and another thing that I love to do is I'll on the 40-inch segments that I cut, I'll have like different colors. Like I'll have brown, black, red. So that way, you know, I can experiment with, you know, just different color combinations. Okay. I think this will work. I mean, that's the name of the game, just like experiment. But let's see. Okay, so now we're getting to the critical zone here. So top, bottom. Okay. Top, bottom. Okay. Because this is wide, I think I'm going to put a couple of extras. See, top and bottom. I don't want it to be like really like squished. You know what? I think maybe let's let me see if I can measure this. Okay, so this is about that long. And then come over here. And, you know what? I should do another one. So let's do that. So I want it to be kind of like a free, like dangling. Okay, so I think that's good. So now I'm going to come in and feed the cords through the bail. And let's do that. And then of course I've got to come back and put like something on the bail. So don't forget that. Don't just make it and then sell it because it's going to look like it's missing. So, oh, that's perfect. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to slide a bead over. Yay. Yes, yes, yes. First, let me make sure. Let me do my top. Okay, that's perfect. Yay, bottom, top, bottom. So these are just like a couple of like little things that you can do. And, you know, from the past customer shows, you know, unfortunately we don't have one today, but it will resume either, like I think I mentioned earlier, either next week or the week after. Okay, so we've got 3 more to go, and let's see what happens. Okay, so I was hoping to aim for 8, so let's see if we get to 8. And if I don't get to 8, then I'll know that next time I will have to do something a little bit differently. Or you could just give the bracelet to someone that has a smaller wrist. Okay, so let's go. It looks like it might make it. Oh my goodness. Okay, top, bottom. And see how the 40 inches, you know, regardless of whether I just did macrames in between or double 40 inches, just perfect. God, if you could remember that, because I get like lots of like people that ask me like lots of emails. Like they're like, how much do I need for the macrame? And there, I mean, there are times when you will need more than 40. Like for example, let me just throw this one here because I just happen to have it handy. This one is interesting because I macrameed. And then I macrameed over the macrame, and that's how it ends up looking. Isn't that cool? It's so pretty. But this one, you will need more than 40 inches. I would just cut to the chase and double it. Just go for 80 inches. You will have like some left over, but oh look, okay, I've got 2 left. Oh, okay, let's see. Wait. Remember, don't forget those ones on the ends, which I almost did. Oh, okay, so now I gotta go top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom. And wait, this one looks like it's the 40 inches is just barely like eking it. Okay, wow. Okay, I think I have a tip. Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna like this is actually gonna like run out of like cord. Let me see. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so let's see if we can do this. Okay, so there's top, bottom. Oops. And I did top, bottom, top. Top. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is like so perfect. I wish every project that I did that I would just like end up with just the least amount of cord, just like this. This was perfect. But if you go, let's see how we did on length. Let's see if my calculation and experience, my 17 years of experience, did it come in handy? Yes. Perfect. 6 inches. Yay. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to cut this here, this one here. And how are we doing on time? I've got 15 minutes left. So, okay. Let me do this one here. Tap it down, and then this one here. And then, oh my, I don't, just be careful. Sometimes I'm not careful. Actually, you know what? I've got a pretty good track record. I think with as long as I've been doing this, I think once or twice. I measured the 2 inches over. See that right there? I'm going to put my little clip, or any clip for that matter. I like the little clips. Let me clip this here. I don't, either way. I'm just going to clip this and then do my backward knotting. I want to do the math in just a second. So hang on. Yeah, see, the little clip works better. Ugh. I don't know what it is when I'm working, and I don't like any like bumps in the road. I want everything to be like, yeah, do the little clip, guys. Yeah, because that one kind of, I like to work like really fast. Like you see those chefs on TV where they're going really fast. That's how I like to work. You know why? I think part of it is, it's fun. And then just think about it. If it's fast, then you can get onto the next one even quicker. So, and then I just tighten, make sure it's really tight. Tight, 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 tight. Okay. And so one thing I do just kind of like to combat the, like, just in case I get bored, I'll string a bunch of them at the same time, but I will like string like different colors. Like if I were to do these, I would do some yellow, green, black, blue, or whatever color combo they come in. So then I come in here and tap, tap, tap. Oh, wow. Okay. So there ooh, that's so cute. Let me take some of these off because I've got way too much like stuff on here. And I hope you guys buy these beads. And don't forget, like if you have a brilliant cash, you know what? Let me see if you have, okay, first let me do the calculation here. Let me like get in here and get my calculator. Where's my calculator? Okay. So hang on. Okay, so you have 60 minutes, then you divide it by 8. And so 7, I'm going to round it up to 8 bracelets an hour because it is about 7 minutes and 45 seconds. So just think about that, guys. 7.5 of these, 7.5, 8 of these bracelets in an hour. And oh my God, that's so cute. Oh, I'm going to stack it with this. And look at that. Oh my God, it matches my shirt. Oh, look at this. Let's see if we can get this on here. Oh my God, that is so cute. Look at that. Can you see that? That's really pretty. So this, I paired it with the red. And let's see. The only thing left to do is the macrame slide knot. So let's do the ends because I want to wear this today. Let's tap this down. Boom, 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 boom. And so we're going to take the board. And like I said, these pins and clips are reconfigurable. Let's get them close together and flip it. Ooh, macrame slide knot. We've got these pre-cut things. Come over here, just boom, pull one out, and vamonos. And you know what the nice thing about these, no hardware, which saves you money. It's let's get this, folks, super quick and easy, which means especially if you're doing like over the holidays. I know a lot of you are doing shows right now. I know Laura Lee does. Let's see how that's crooked. And how many of you sell your jewelry? I'm curious. at like shows and stuff. I know a lot of you do that. And this is I mean, this board, it's definitely a professional grade tool. And you're like, well, what does that mean? Um, Usually a professional grade like products are, they're meant to be more durable than a hobbyist tool. Um, and a lot of times faster. So everything like if you compare this to like a macrame board, like this is faster. Because with the macrame board, you have to like struggle with there's, you can't get tension on those things for one thing. And when you're working flat, it just takes up so much time, and because you can get your hands underneath, it's just like super, super fast. And when you can make stuff that's super fast, that means you want to buy more beads. That's that's the fun part. It's like, you know, you go, you know, you look online at the JTV website and you see all the different beads, and you're like, oh, you know, I can do this, I can do that, I can make this. It just gets so exciting. All the fun and interesting things that you can make. And for those of you that don't know, when you make a macrame slide knot, that when you cut the ends, it's really important to leave like a little, like about that. You know, I always say more than an eighth, but less than a fourth. I don't know what that means, but that's it. And just wait a couple of seconds because it's molten hot. And then you want to tap it down and see how it makes like a little, like a button. So that way it doesn't like come apart. Really important. Oh, and also for those of you that are new, like cotton, leather, silk, those kinds of materials do not melt. So you cannot make a macrame slide knot with those. So let me zoom out here. Let's get this on. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my gosh, look at that. And I'll show you the other knot that you could do, which is the coil knot. Let me finish this end here, which it's an optional knot. If you don't want to do the macrame slide, you could also do the coil. And if I'm doing like a thing where I'm doing I'm gonna do coil knots instead of like macrame slide. I'll give you some tips and tricks. What I do is I take the those 16 inches that I cut, and then I just cut those in half, because usually 8 inches is sufficient for a coil knot. So let me zoom in here and let me get my, let's see, this is I used a thicker cord here, so I'm going to use a thicker, yeah, you know what, I'll use the same size, why not? Where are they? Okay, so I take one of these, the ones that I cut into 16-inch parts, and I cut it in half. So that would be enough for a coil knot. So the coil knot, which is fantastic, is you take a peg, you just hold your cord, and then you just wrap around the peg and the crisscross. 3, 4, 5. And this is I don't think I covered this enough. Okay, I'm going to show you because when you're working on a crisscross here, you got to be really careful when you make your melt knots, not to like melt the side. Let me get focused there. Not to melt the sides of here. So I'm going to share with you a couple of tips. So I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to put this side in, and then this one. I'm working at an awkward angle, guys, so forgive me. And then the knot, you want to like tap it to, so it stays like, because sometimes if you do it too fast, the little ringlets get out of alignment. Then you want to twist and like squeeze it and pull, squeeze it and pull it. And what I do is I do it as tight as I can, because it will loosen up a little bit in just a second. So what you need to do in this case, you need to be really careful and protect this this part right here. And a couple of things I've done, I don't know where I don't know where it is. Where did it go? Huh. But you could put like aluminum foil. I mean, just anything to block this part. But I have one of these single edge razors where I blunted it. I just got a belt sander and I just grinded the sharp edge off. I cannot find it, but let's see, what else can we use? I don't know. There's just a bunch of things. I'm just going to use this for now, just so I can show you. So I'm going to come in here. And I'm going to fluff it because fluffing melts faster and you want the heat away as quickly as possible. So let's see if I can do this with this. So I'm going to put that right there. I'm going to hold it gently. And I'm going to go up. Okay. And so that's what you want. Don't tap it because when you make a little coil knot like this, you don't tap them. But before you do the other side, what you need to do is open and close it a few times because that is going to redistribute the tension. So I'm just going to do like, just kind of go like this, like. And then you do the other side. See how it kind of, what it does is it pulls the little knot in, and then you come in and you do this side here. So you cut, fluff it, and then right in here. Like I said, don't use like aluminum foil or something just to put like something in between your can I zoom in any further? No. Let me just, and you don't want the flame up. This is sideways because the flame goes up and you don't want to burn your little fingers. Okay, so blow, and then boom. And that's it. And then you've got a coil knot instead of the macrame slide knot, and the tension is perfect every time if you do it that way. So if you have to watch it over just to see what I did, coil knot, super tight, do one side and then redistribute the tension. Really important. Because what happens if you don't redistribute the tension, if you do one melt spot, because when you open and close it, those little balls, they get closer and that makes the coil knot like a little bit looser. But if you tighten one side as much as possible, then you do the other, then it's perfect. So that is, oh my God, look how cute that is. Oh, I love it. I've got like 2 minutes left, guys. And if you have any questions, I hope my moderator today, Lisa, has been answering them. Thank you so much, Lisa. I really appreciate it. Because sometimes it's hard for me to see the questions and work on the project at the same time. And so I think that's it. I don't have any. Let me see. Did I miss any tips and tricks? Let me just then just tell you not to forget to check out get the multi-stone beads because that is a really good deal and it is 31% off. And the gold and the squares are cool. The waxed cord, which is this stuff, this is really cool for like large hole beads. And you know what? I think my time is, no, I got one more minute. I got a minute. Check if it's your birthday month, you get your the $30 in brilliant cash. So don't forget to check it because if you put $54.99 minus 30, that's going to be like $29.99 for 16 strands of beads, which means that each bracelet is going to cost you even less money to make. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I had a lot of fun. This is always one of my favorite projects, is like doing like informational and production tip like stuff. Anyway, I will see you next Thursday, and I hope you guys make tons and tons of these bracelets. Get your orders in, and anyway, I'll see you next Thursday. Bye.